Today we are going to be covering our thoughts on a routine I created for a student called A Pocket Full of Dan. Check my channel for the previous jam sessions and my Patreon below to influence my upcoming content. So let's go into it. Let me see. Yeah, let's just go into it. So normally I'd actually start off by putting this guy away, and we would just really start at random. Let's say it's a context where they actually just know you're a magician, they want to see a trick. So yeah, I'll go with it. Excuse me, miss, you've got a little, as always, coin right here. I know it's a bit odd, so I'll actually toss it into the air and get rid of it. Don't worry, it'll be gone unless you, oh, you look like you really wanted to see that trick. Okay, I'll pull another one out right here. Pretty interesting. This is an older year than I was expecting. Yeah. Anyway, it'll work for a trick. Okay, I'll actually get this coin, put it away. I could reproduce it over here. Right off again. It can happen all day, but what I like to do is, this one's unique. This one's actually, I'm noticing it's a big one. Yeah, you can give it a little weight. You can actually see how big it is. Big as the inflation in our economy. So that is a pocket full of debt. Now, just before I hop into the explanation, I just wanted to mention a quick note for possible sponsors: Penguin Magic, Magic Apple, Illusionist, Theory 11, World Magic Shop, Magic Geek, Magic Warehouse, and infamous Tony Harding. If you or others want to be part of my regular video content, feel free to email me at draphaelp@gmail.com. So going into this one, this is going to be a little bit more of a shorter tutorial because it really is kind of more of the structure than anything else in growing to learn coin magic that's important. I took a lot of these roots from, and I love to credit where I can. In the beginning, there were coins by J. Noble Lozada. Great DVD. I recommend everyone get it. It's just a great thing for a lot of fundamentals, unique takes on things, and I sourced a lot in my material as well as Bobo's. But what I really liked is that this series really gave a visual to the style of one-coin routines. So in this, you just need an object to transform it into. I used an expanded coin, or a jumbo coin in context, but whatever you want to use. You can even just use whatever you feel like transforming it into at the end. Like it could be like a playing card, to like a business playing card. Ooh, I turned my business card. Here you go. Or whatever hits your fancy. So we'll just use the jumbo coin for context. I just thought it was cool to be able to cover this in the notes. So we start with the coin in finger palm, classic, whatever you like, but to produce it we're going to use finger palm. So just keep it in finger palm position. The context is, again, they want to see a trick. You go up to their shoulder and you produce the coin, display it, you go, oh, this is cool. Okay, and you can go two scenarios from this route. I chose option B. You can also do option A. Option A is where you actually do a vanish, whatever you like. I'm using classic palm, and then toss into the air, and then reproduce it over here. So it's like a miming motion where I toss over here, go over here. That looks cool. Another idea in the same spirit of that could be: would you be amazed if I could get this coin and toss it, and it appears over here? And then you go, wait, what? Oh, and then there's a kind of a laugh there because you're doing what you say you were going to do, which is cool. And then the option B is that you just take it, toss it in the air, and then you're just like, yeah, it's done. Oh, you did want to see it? Oh, I'll produce it off again, and then you produce the coin. And so that's part A. So you just produce the coin off their shoulder, vanish it, whatever method you like. And then depending on how you want to reproduce it, let's just say you reproduce it at the end off their spectator. Okay, part 1. Part 2, pretend to put the coin away, grab the load, reproduce it, and this is the third production of the coin, the third time, so they're used to the action of you producing it, and they wouldn't think much of it. And so we've stolen off our load, whatever it is. In this case, it is again the jumbo coin, and then display it as I do the production. And so it's just however you want to hold it, and then the production would be holding on the fingertips, middle finger and thumb is the core, everything else just coalesces, and then just do, it sounds really basic, but it's still important to focus on the fundamentals to make sure that the shade, there's enough shade covering it so that nothing flashes, because the worst thing ever would be to do this. that'd be terrible. So the transformation would look like this. You display it casually, and then you able to perfectly shade it and then produce it. I mean, and it would also look bad, and I also mentioned it would also look bad if we kept it here. There would be a clink, or that we dropped it and then waited a second and then produced it. Looked kind of fishy. So it's just a produce it again, display it, and then come up. You can set it down, and you're good. You can set this coin from finger. You can leave in finger palm. I tend to just for extra safety, I tend to casually move to classic palm and just relax so I can have a little more open fingers in that position. So the structure is produce, vanish, produce, put away into the pocket. So I'll just go through the rudimentary actions so you cover it. Produce, vanish, produce, put away, steal the load as you produce for the third time, transform. So it's 3 productions: produce, vanish, produce, put away, produce, transform, at the most rudimentary. And it's a very basic effect, but it has a lot of power to it and allows the structure for you to expand and try new slides to it as you're learning, so you can be able to take bigger steps in learning and progressing. Well, I don't know if I'm confident. Well, what if you throw it into the pocket full of jam? Then you can be able to expand and learn in a comfortable format. So you're growing at a comfortable format that can work for you. You try different vanishes, finger palm, classic palm, testing that out, seeing the natural motion, and then it can be a test group, a better test group, so you can know where you messed up, so you can improve it, and then you can expand upon it to other routines, which is very good. So this is a very good structured routine that can lead into bigger ideas with multiple coins or different ideas, and also teaches you good fundamentals on transforming a coin using the 80-20 rule. Most of it being, you already got the 80, came all the way over here, and now it's just the 20 of producing it. So that's my basic thoughts on it. I'm curious to see what the comment section says on this, but it's just a really nice structured routine that allows you to build, again, as I've said many times, into bigger routines. And to close out, I just want to say a huge thank you so much to everyone for just simply spending some time with me. I really mean it every time I say it. And as always, my goal is to provide quality content, and as I love to say, stay tuned, stay magical.